Good day, Broncos. We are live from McKinney ISD Studios.
On today's show, we see the creative ways students are asking their dates to prom.
And finally, Tim Longoria and Mason Mitchell bring us some show-stopping makeup looks that are sure to be the center of attention at prom.
Hi, I'm Josie Cowley.
And I'm Matthew Wilmarth. Today is Thursday, April 26th, and this is BNN.
Live from McKinney ISD Studio, this is Bronco News Network.
Welcome, Broncos, and Josie, you're looking great today.
Thank you. Got the pink tuxedo t-shirt and the corsages supplied by our floral department and Miss Hoover.
Yeah.
And they look amazing, and your boutonniere looks great, and your tuxedo t-shirt as well.
You know, I didn't know about this one because it kind of looks like I'm part of Favor.
Yeah,
and
but it's okay.
I mean, I don't like people going, where's my food? I'm like, I don't have your food.
Favor prom, it's all the same. Well, in case you haven't figured out from the dress-up days and ticket sales throughout the week, senior prom is Saturday night. The doors will open at the Marriott Hotel and the shops at Legacy at 8 o'clock. And if you haven't purchased your tickets yet, they will be $100 the night of. So, Matthew, you're going to prom, right?
Yes, I'm actually going with Sarah Reitmeyer, reporter here at BNN. It's going to be a great weekend. It's going to have lots of fun. That's
going to be awesome. Well, you definitely asked in a creative way,
right? Oh, yeah, I definitely did. And I'm not the only one. A bunch of seniors definitely asked in some creative ways. Well, Nadia Escapor caught up with some of those seniors who to see their takes on the annual tradition.
There are many highlights that come with your senior year. Those include wearing a white mom at homecoming, watching your last game at your favorite sport, and, most importantly, prom. Everything's bigger in Texas, including promposals. So let's check out the history of asking someone to prom. The first ever promposal recorded occurred in 2001. Since then, the special efforts, posters, and dancing have been taken up a notch.
The best promposal I've ever seen was by someone who filled the school with balloons, and he also had everyone have these confetti poppers, and it was just like a big production, and the girl was so happy, she almost started crying. It was the greatest thing of all time.
According to our Broncos, asking someone to prom should be a very special occasion. The person being asked should be very special.
So prom is the night that every senior looks forward to. When asking your date, it should be special or be meaningful to both of you. And that night, it should be spent with friends and those that you really care about.
Promposals at McKinney Boyd have always been extravagant since the beginning of the school's opening in 2006, and this year is no different.
And he did a whole scavenger hunt for her, had a bunch of boxes, and each note led her to a new spot. And then at the end, they were in the woods, and he was in a hammock, and he had a sign that said, "I want to go to prom."
Overall, promposals have changed a lot over the years, and McKinney Boyd students have definitely had their fun with them. Nadia Escapor, BNN.
Once your promposals are out of the way, better hope you have some money left over to spend on the other expenses of prom. Bobby Smith set out to find the best deals around McKinney for a night to remember without breaking the bank.
Prom is on everyone's minds as it is just hours away. Many seniors are just now getting ready for their prom festivities that are about to come. Many small businesses and companies have made prom deals and specials to help students save money for their big night.
Yeah, prom is really expensive. Like, it's really hard to find, I guess, cheap things, so like just kind of go big or go home.
Getting a makeover is every girl's dream. Companies like Sephora are able to provide full face makeovers at reasonable prices.
The only required fee for a makeover is $50 purchase of product.
Makeup artists are trained specifically for the event, and brand representatives from Becca, Kat Von D, and many more will give specialized makeovers to clients as well. Though prom is a special night for many students, it is simply a night too expensive to afford. Organizations such as the Allen Community Outreach, or ACO, have taken it upon themselves to reach out to these fortunate students.
Helping those young ladies who are trying to prepare themselves to go to the prom. We provide prom dresses here in the resale shop for them at a very discounted price for $9.99 per dress.
Prom dresses for $9.99 sounds like a great deal to me, but this prom will definitely be a night to remember. Bobby Smith, BNN.
So, Matthew, were you able to find any of those good deals and put them to good use?
You know, I wish I would have watched that package before because I definitely didn't find any good deals. Prom is so expensive.
Yeah, but you know, it's not about the money. It's about the time that you're going to have, and it's going to be so fun, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to have a great time. Me and Sarah are going to hit up the town afterwards. It's going to be lots of fun, and we're just going to have a great time. Well, thanks to those great deals, I mean, I know like a lot of seniors are going to have good budget for prom this weekend. But speaking of the weekend, what's the weather going to be like, Tim?
Well, Matt, let's take a look. Happy Thursday, Broncos. My name's Tim Longoria, and I'm here with your 3-day weekend weather report. Spring temperatures are looking real nice this upcoming weekend with highs in the low and mid 70s. Today, we will have a high of 70 and a low of 52, and it will be sunny all day. Friday, it will be sunny and have a high of 71 and a low of 43 degrees. Saturday, it will be mostly sunny all day and have a high of 74 and a low of 52. And finally, Sunday, it will be mostly like Saturday and be mostly sunny with a high of 78 and a low of 57. Spring is my favorite time of the year because warm weather returns and the sun is out. So, Josie and Matt, are you guys excited about the bad weather day Friday?
I am so excited.
Oh yeah, me too. I mean, this 4-day week, like just getting the break by Friday, that's gonna be so nice just to relax tomorrow. Do you have any plans for tomorrow?
You know, I'm actually watching Infinity War tonight,
Ooh,
a midnight premiere, and so I'm definitely grateful for sleeping in afterwards instead of having to worry about getting up and getting ready for
Exactly, not being ready for 7:30.
Yeah, for sure. Well, with the bad weather day on Friday, that means I unofficially get a 4-day weekend for senior skip days on Monday. And though Monday will not count for an excused absence, there are plenty of other opportunities for seniors to catch a break as this year winds down. And if you aren't taking in any part of the prom festivities this weekend, you can head on down to the Classics on the Square event over in downtown McKinney. Classics on the Square gives people of McKinney the opportunity to show off their classics and custom cars. The event will take place all day from Saturday the 28th from 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. So, Josie, are you going to go out to see the classic cars?
Oh yeah, definitely. My dad and I, we're big classic car fans, so we'll probably get to walk around, check them out and stuff. Are you going to go down?
You know, actually, I don't think I have time because I have to get ready for prom. Prom's that night. So, I mean, I do live downtown, though, so it's about like a 5-minute walk, so I might come down and see a few cars.
Might as well stop by. What about you, Thomas? Are you planning on going out to see any of the cars this weekend?
Well, you know, I do actually. You know, I'm into those cool classic Dodge Challengers, you know, Chevy.
Oh, yeah.
So they're all really cool to me, and so I'm probably going to go check it out. But there's also some great sporting events this week.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this past Tuesday with the baseball game, Beat High.
Yeah, Beat High.
The game tonight, are you going to that?
You know, I'm actually not because I have to prep for Infinity War. I have to watch a few movies beforehand. So.
We'll definitely plan on going to the baseball game tonight. But Thomas, what more on baseball do you have?
Well, you know, baseball will wrap up the regular season night against McKinney High on the road with first pitch at 7:30. Be sure to come in with Red Nation as we look to wrap up a perfect series. And track and field will compete in the playoff competition in the regional meet tomorrow as they look to qualify for the state meet. And on the green, golf continues their journey through the playoffs, making it out of regionals and now are focused to swing through state. And even though our soccer team season ended just shy of the state tournament, one soccer star here at Boyd hasn't left the spotlight. Matthew went out to the big field in Kitsback with Samar Guidry to find out what her season holds.
From a young age, kids get put in the sport to help build friendships and competitive spirit. But what happens when your kid turns out to be a child prodigy?
This is Samar Guidry. She is a 16-year-old sophomore in McKinney Boyd High School and is considered one of the rising stars for USA Soccer. Guidry was invited to play for the international soccer team in Belgium a couple of months ago, as this was a huge opportunity for her to advance her soccer career.
It's really humbling experience, and I like being able to represent my country and play with the amazing players that I get to.
But as a superstar athlete at such a young age, it can be hard to find time to balance school, friends, and soccer.
It's really hard because when you're overseas, you don't really want to do your homework, so it takes a lot of focus and time.
Even though this can be difficult at times, she understands the demands her sport can have, and she has high expectations for her career.
Right now, I'm really just trying to commit to college, and that's really all I want to focus on right now because there's always the risk of getting hurt, so I don't like to look too far.
We hope Samar has an amazing season, and we wish her good health as she continues her soccer career. Matthew Wilmarth, BNN.
And while Samar looks forward to her summer season, we have senior goalie of our boys soccer team, Chase Coy, here to talk with us about the remarkable season the team had. So Chase, being it was a very exciting year, you know, making all the way to the 5th round of the playoffs, you know, what was the most memorable experience of this whole season?
Probably when we faced South Lake and having all those people in the stands, and normally we don't get a lot of people in the stands, and having the whole stands filled out was pretty memorable, and then also winning the PKs. And there was also another time where during the high game, they had a shot and it was like way wide, and behind the goal was concrete. And I was going and it just rained. We had like an hour delay, 2 hours delay, and so it was really wet, and I slipped. I knew I was gonna slip, and I slipped, and all the high people were yapping, you know, doing all the thing. And I got up and I like turned around and just pointed to the scoreboard and just held up 1-0. And I got in trouble, but I mean, it was pretty funny and had a little fun with it, so.
Well, you know, that sounds great. You know, having fun this season, I bet was a big part, you know. So what made this season so much different and more successful than in years past?
Kind of getting, you know, what the seniors were telling, past seniors, getting their experience and kind of telling us what their experience was. And, you know, every year we got close to my senior year, they were like, oh, dude, you're going to go to state, you're going to win state. And, you know, having that confidence and having, like Coach Osborne was like, I can't wait to coach all your senior year. I can't wait because y'all you're gonna be better. Because freshman year our team was really good, and having, you know, him saying that they were better than them kind of built our confidence in this year. Like, believed in ourselves, and all of us, or most of our starting was seniors, and we had some seniors subbing, but we also had depth and you know, kind of relying on each other and believing in each other and having confidence, and you know, kind of made us went far. So.
Well, you know, and with that extra confidence build-up, I'm sure this season, you know, impacted you. But how else, other than building that confidence up and you're just having a great year, how else did that impact you?
You know, going to the regional tournament was, you know, very nerve-wracking because, you know, I've never been to the regional tournament, and kind of going there kind of gives me an experience of like how to deal with, you know, being nervous, because I was kind of getting nervous there. You know, regional tournament, big tournament, never been there, and also like bonding with my teammates kind of helps me for futures, because going to college next year playing soccer, it will kind of help me, you know, bond with my college mates a lot easier. And you know, if we go to the go far in the conference, Final Four, something like that, kind of get to deal with it, kind of remember how it felt in the regional tournament, kind of, you know, deal with it and do the same way and not be as nervous.
Well, you did a great job this season. We'd like to thank you for joining us today and congratulate, you know, the whole soccer team on the great season. And I know they had many great games and made for some classics. So, Josie, Matt, were y'all able to catch any of these classic soccer playoff games?
I mean, I made all of them until they went out to Midland, and that was just a little too far for me to go. How about you?
You know, I did try once to go to the high game. I was there, I was tailgating, I was ready, but then it started hailing and the bad weather, the tornado, sirens.
You didn't stick it out?
I went home, and then once I got home, there was no chance that I was going to get back.
I mean, I went home, and then I came back, I heard the game was back on, I was like, raced back up there, so I mean, we beat high, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, I need the determination that you have for the same sport.
Exactly.
Well, remember, Broncos, Monday, April 30th is the last day to buy your yearbooks. You can purchase a yearbook at balfour.com. The standard yearbook costs $75. And I really can't wait to see all the memories that they're going to have in the yearbook.
Yeah, I know. From like homecoming to winter formal and all the other events we've had, it's going to be great, just like it is every year. And I can't wait to see what the yearbook committee has put together. Yeah, they're always they do such a great job with the yearbooks every year. So I'm definitely excited to see how that turns out. Me too. And some of the best memories for our seniors will take place on Saturday. Marielle Stanridge spoke to student council on how they plan to make it the best prom yet.
Your senior year is all about making memories. One of the best memories you can have is your senior prom. We talked to student council about why it costs so much. Prom is an event most people only get to experience once in their life. Our student council does their best to make it an occasion worth remembering. Although prom may seem expensive, some of you may not know you've been saving up for this since your freshman year.
As soon as another class comes in, an account opens. And so every single class has their own account, and when we sell t-shirts from freshman year to senior year, all the money from the t-shirts goes to that account, and then you start making more money when it moves to be a senior account.
T-shirts and tickets for stud events add up to be a decent amount of the total costs in the end, but still, prom tickets seem so expensive.
It basically gets us out of debt from prom, and then what we make from it goes towards our reunions and senior gifts.
Prom is a night you'll never want to forget, and all the money you spend is put towards making sure it's amazing. Although this year doesn't differ much from the past years, the cost is still astounding.
Prom this year cost around $22,000, and that's pretty similar to what past years have cost.
A lot of the cost for prom goes toward the venue that it's held at. This year, it's at the Marriott and the Shops at Legacy.
Prom costs so much because first our venue is at the Marriott, and the Marriott has a minimum down payment and a minimum payment that we have to be able to have our prom there, and that's so expensive, and it's just because it's such a nice place, and also the food and drinks, and so much that goes into it, as well as decorations.
In the end, Broncos, we just want you to have fun and stay safe. Marielle Standridge, BNN.
So with prom being on Saturday, do you have any last-minute things you have to take care of beforehand?
I mean, on Friday, I just have to pick up my tux, make sure everything looks good, and then, you know, probably send it back if I need adjustments, but that's really it.
Well, there you go. I mean, no procrastination. You sound like you're really on top of it.
You know, for once, I actually am ahead of the curve instead of being behind it for so long.
Well, you know what? Good for you. And another thing I've heard from girls going to prom is where they're going to get their makeup done. And thankfully, Tim and Mason bring us some inspirations for the most show-stopping looks sure to turn heads on Saturday.
I'm Tim Longoria.
And I'm Mason Mitchell.
And today, we're going to help these ladies get ready for prom using all of that.
And that's it.
Step one, we're going to...
Foundation!
Okay, we're going to use some foundation.
That's not it. This is foundation.
This is foundation. Okay, yeah. This is foundation. I don't know.
Do I pour it on the brush?
No, don't use that. Yeah, no, that's not.
I use the egg.
You can't use the egg. That's
like this?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Some people do
I thought you used this thing.
No, use that. No.
Step two. Step two. Step two. Dude, shut up. Okay. Step two. Lime crime.
Brush time.
Brush time.
It look like a circus.
No, I'm just gonna put them.
Oh man, that feels like a lot.
Prom.
All right, next time.
Prom. There you go.
All right, that looks good.
Okay, step three.
Born this way.
What? Another brush. Yeah. Contour kit.
Contour kit.
Can we use these?
You can.
Now, what do I do with that?
You put it like around my face and under my cheekbone.
Do I do like? You know what? I don't feel like this actually looks that bad.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not messing it up enough.
Oh my god. Perfect.
I'm proud of that.
Color, and it smells like chocolate.
Why is it so like easily?
It does.
We're gonna use the toothbrush on the green. Why do you have green?
I didn't make it.
We're just gonna do some blushes right here. And then you got another blush right there.
Old money or new money?
I think old money, yeah.
Money bags or chocolate gold?
Both.
Both, yeah.
Well, you're giving her a mustache and like a goatee?
Yeah, it looks cool.
Can I draw?
Yeah, you can draw.
With it?
Okay, we gotta do some diamonds on here.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, I wanna do that. Step three. Finish.
Yeah. You did a good job. Look at that.
The mascara wasn't terrible.
She was.
As soon as you walk through the doors, you're just like, whoa.
Whoa, who
did y'all's makeup?
And
Tim and Mason. And that's prom with Tim and Mason. Nice.
Tim, you do a great job, like you do everything, but I'm gonna have to ask you not to do her makeup right before prom.
Well, Matt, that's the plan. I mean, we tried to make it as good as we could, but it really wasn't our strong suit, so we're gonna have to practice on that.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is like if you walk into prom and they ask like, who did your makeup? All you gotta do is like, hey.
It says Tim and
says
Mason
right here on the
there.
forehead.
And I love how Mason was so enthusiastic about the makeup and how he really wanted to draw and make you guys look really pretty. And I think we did a great job.
Yeah, that's the word.
It was just like his artwork, you know, Bob Ross rendition, just like that, you know,
yeah, we got
on their face.
We got a lot of practice from those terrible paintings, and I think we just transferred that over to their faces.
My face.
So that was great.
Well, that's all for today's show, Broncos. Be sure to join us on May 11th when we get an in-depth look at the different classes you can take in and around Boyd.
And remember, news is always stampeding through the halls at Boyd, and BNN has it covered.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube at Bronco News Network or on Twitter and Snapchat at Boyd_BNN. Thanks for watching and have a great 3-day weekend, Broncos. Bye.